Okay, now we're still working on the background. I'm actually going to go to a larger brush. I think this is a number 12. And I'm going to just quickly go around the edges. I'm going to try to make this really fast so that I can show it on YouTube. And I'm just going to, I'm filming this myself, which makes it really hard to hold the brush and do all this myself. One day I'll have my own photographer, but not right now. So anyway, I'm going to put the green in, and what I'm going to do is skip some places so that I can add a little bit more variety. And I would like for my flower to be connected to the background in several places. So I'm going to add a whole lot of water, let it be really drippy. I could have let it dried and painted all the way around it, but I just wanted to show you this technique. Okay, so I've got my background in. You see my background's all in? Now I can take my palette knife while it's wet and I can scrape. I'm going to scrape in some, these can be like leaves. You can scrape even thicker if you want to and have thicker scrapes. Okay, and the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get a little bit closer to the flower with some yellow, and I'm going to mingle. And I don't have any pure yellow out here, so that's going to be a problem because I don't want it to turn brown around my flower. So instead, since I don't want it to stop and get more yellow out, I will just, do you see how I'm just getting a little bit closer with this brush that's a little bit smaller? And it's okay if it bleeds in certain areas. I could wait for it to dry and then I could go back in with a darker color and paint around it even more. But what I'm going to do is try to show you how to do it fast. This is like a simple, fast, focused painting. While it's still wet, I'm going to paint in some darker foliage. You see, I'm just going around it and doing a little bit of Do you see how I can still tease an edge wet because it's not dry yet? So I can go around and I can, there's a paper dam, see, but separating the flower from the background so it won't smudge in there yet. It would have been really hard to have gotten that close with that larger brush, but I can hit it with this smaller brush and get it in. Okay, next I'm going to go in with some darker green, which is my sap green and my Viridian. I think I had Viridian out there, I'm not sure. But anyway, this is darker, and so what I'm going to do is maybe there's some darker foliage around here. I want to leave some of my lighter green. I don't want to cover it all up. So let's just make like a little leaf shape. If you already know what a leaf shape looks like, which, you know, if you don't, get a leaf and keep it there beside you so you know what it looks like. I can just go like that. This is not a detailed botanical drawing, obviously. Now you see how that's running right there? Okay, if I don't want that to do that, I've got to catch it, and you see how I can do a lift? I'm doing a lift actually with my brush, but I could do it with a paper towel if I wanted to. But I want to try to keep sort of a semi-leaf shape. I don't want it to go all the way to the bottom. And maybe I'll have another leaf shape coming up this way. I'm listening to nature sounds on Pandora.com. My favorite thing to do. It calms me and helps me to relax. Okay, I really need some more yellow out, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to have to stop the tape and get some yellow out, and then I'll continue in a third part.